The history of the United States presidency has often been intertwined with wealth and affluence, with several of the nation's leaders coming from backgrounds of significant financial privilege. While the role of the president is accompanied by a respectable salary, $400,000 annually as of the latest figures, it's the personal fortunes, either inherited or accrued, that often paint a broader picture of these leaders' financial standings. Analyzing the financial background of U.S. presidents requires a comprehensive understanding of various assets, including real estate investments, savings from work, inheritances, royalties from books, company ownerships, profits from family estates, and other income forms. 24/7 Wall Street conducted an in-depth analysis of American presidents' finances, adjusting the figures for inflation to December 2018 levels, providing a more accurate comparison across different eras. Donald J. Trump. The 45th president, Donald J. Trump, tops the list with a peak net worth of $3.1 billion. Born into wealth, Trump inherited at least $413 million from his father, a significant figure in the real estate sector. His business acumen led him to expand and grow his wealth significantly, primarily through real estate investments. John F. Kennedy. The 35th president, John F. Kennedy, had a peak net worth of $1.1 billion. Kennedy's wealth was entirely inherited, stemming from his father Joe Kennedy's successes in banking and investing. George Washington. The nation's first president, George Washington, had a peak net worth of $587 million. Much of his wealth was inherited, including his Mount Vernon plantation. His salary as the general and later as president also contributed to his wealth, with his presidential salary in 1789 being $25,000, which was a significant 2% of the total U.S. budget at the time. Thomas Jefferson. With a peak net worth of $236.8 million, Thomas Jefferson, the third president, inherited a substantial amount of land from his father. He expanded his real estate holdings, including building Monticello. However, he faced financial troubles later in life, partly due to inconsistent farming income and a tendency to live beyond his means. Theodore Roosevelt. The 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt, had a peak net worth of $139.7 million. He inherited a large trust fund and spent most of his adult life in public service. A failed ranch investment in the Dakotas did impact his fortune. Andrew Jackson. The seventh president, Andrew Jackson, had a peak net worth of $132.6 million. Unlike many other wealthy presidents, Jackson was born into a less affluent family and earned his wealth through a law practice. He also married into wealth, inheriting a fortune from his wife, Rachel. James Madison. The fourth president, James Madison, had a peak net worth of $113.3 million. Born to wealthy parents who owned a profitable plantation, Madison's later years saw financial difficulties due to unsuccessful plantation operations and his stepson's issues with drinking and gambling. Lyndon B. Johnson. With a peak net worth of $109.3 million, Lyndon B. Johnson, the 36th president, came from a less affluent background but married into wealth. He and his wife owned significant land in Texas and profited from a radio station. Herbert Hoover. The 31st president, Herbert Hoover, had a peak net worth of $83 million. A self-made man, Hoover was orphaned early in life and made his fortune as a mining engineer, authoring a textbook on the subject and acquiring profitable silver mines. Bill Clinton. The 42nd president, Bill Clinton, has a peak net worth of $75.9 million, primarily made after his presidency. His wealth comes from his autobiography, My Life, and his wife Hillary Clinton's memoir, Hard Choices, as well as from paid speeches. This list highlights the diverse financial backgrounds and trajectories of U.S. presidents, illustrating how wealth has been a mix of inheritance, self-made fortunes, and in some cases, a combination of both.